Psalm that removes any hex. Psalm 7 is a prayer for justice. David cries out to God for deliverance from false accusations, declares his own innocence, and appeals to God as the righteous judge who defends the upright and punishes the wicked. 1. Verses 1-2, Cry for help. David begins by placing his trust in God as his refuge and asks for deliverance from enemies who are pursuing him, comparing them to a lion ready to tear him apart. 2. Verses 3-5, Declaration of innocence. David essentially takes a self-imposed oath, saying, "If I'm guilty, let my enemies defeat me." This shows his confidence in his integrity. 3. Verses 6-9, Call for God's justice. David calls on God to rise in judgment and vindicate him publicly. He appeals to God as the one who judges all people and knows the hearts and minds of everyone. 4. Verses 10-13, God as a righteous defender. David describes God as a divine warrior. A shield for the upright, but also a just judge who prepares weapons to strike the unrepentant. 5. Verses 14-16, The downfall of the wicked. These verses describe how evil backfires on the wicked. Those who plot evil will fall into their own traps, their violence will come back on themselves. 6. Verse 17, Praise for God's justice. David ends with a vow to praise God for his righteousness and sing praises to his name. How it works. God is a just judge ***. He sees the heart and knows who is right or wrong, even when people lie or accuse falsely. Personal integrity matters ***. David was willing to be judged by his own standard because he was confident in his innocence. Evil is self-destructive ***. The psalm warns that wickedness often brings destruction back on the one who planned it. Trust God in injustice ***. When falsely accused or wronged, take it to God rather than seeking revenge.